Subaru got rid of the base model Impreza, and so the Sport is now the most affordable version. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Subaru's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Impreza. Also include a link to my car buying guide. And by the way, if you have any questions, just ask for Samara. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a 2-liter flat 4-cylinder that goes through a CVT. Fuel economy is 27 around town, 34 on the highway, with power outputs being 152 horsepower and then 145 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now I picked out this one because bright blue, it's a cool color. Very sharp looking headlight design. You got fog lights below, and then you can see the grille is darker in coloration. You also have blacked out trim around the Subaru badge. Altogether, I think we can agree that the Sport is a bit sportier. Tire and wheel setup is 225 by 40 by 18. You've got silver with some darker, kind of like gray, it's like almost black trim on the wheels. Elements like the mirror caps and the door handles have been body painted to match. And then all new Imprezas with this newer generation are a hatchback. When it comes to key fob features, you've got the Subaru logo that doubles as the unlock function of your lock and then the unlock for the hatch. Now the hatch just has a little release and then it's hydraulic for opening. Tabs to fold down the seats if you need a little bit more storage, and they have this kind of ramp system to help flatten things out. But yeah, you have quite a bit of storage here in the back. Again, it is a compact, but it's a pretty practical compact. Taillights arc across, very nice looking with that. And then you can see all the rest of the normal badging. And that will sum things up for the exterior of this Impreza. This week's giveaway highlight is perfect for Mustang enthusiasts. The first car is a 60th anniversary GT convertible. You can't make a better date night car than that. The next car is a 1966 K-Code Mustang. It's got a V8, it's got a 4-speed manual, perfect for enthusiasts. And this is what you think of when you think of the word Mustang. Now, not only are the 2 Mustangs part of this giveaway, but also $34,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries with any donation, $25 or more. Let's now pop inside. You got nice soft touch with red stitching there on the armrest. Look at the cloth trim, you've got more of that red stitching, and I like the 2 colorations of gray. Legroom in the back's pretty good. Again, it's compact, but I got knee room too. There's not really anything happening back here. It's pretty basic, but headroom, it's okay. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Front 2 windows are automatic. You got more of that cloth trim on the door panel as well. Gotta love these cloth seats up front. They are manual with the adjustments. Push button start's always nice. Now the steering wheel is a little bit more basic with the trim, but you do have paddles on the back. And then on the front face, you got controls for the adaptive cruise control section as lane centering, your little drive mode, select, and the 2 modes will pop up in that little screen right there. Volume and voice command controls there on the other side. Analog gauges on either side, and then you have that center screen which kind of has basic information. You can see it shows our fuel economy and range, shows the time, temperature. So pretty basic little setup. Just a backup camera in reverse, it's okay with the resolution. Pretty big screen. We do have analog controls for the radio on either side. Climate controls flank either side too. And you also have climate built into the screen. This is Subaru's newest infotainment system. It responds pretty quickly, as you can see. And everything's very nicely labeled, so it's a user-friendly screen. Got some USB ports right there. Shifter here for the CVT. Heated seats with this. Got parking brake, 12 volts, some cup holders. Center console, wow. Nice trim on the top with that. And this actually has a sunroof, wow. $30,598. Let's see how the Impreza Sport performs. Let us set off in the Subaru Impreza Sport, and I've got a new name for Subaru since they got rid of the base model Impreza. You ready for this, guys? Greedaroo. Aha! See, it's fun. I think it's funny. Greedaroo. They used to be Subaru, and now they're Greedaroo because they are getting rid of their base model. Like, they got rid of the base model engine on the Crosstrek, which I actually think was kind of a good thing because, like, the 2-liter in the Crosstrek's just weak. But yeah, getting rid of the base model Impreza, I mean, come on. That's the base model Impreza is what that was the first new car I ever owned. My sister's on her 2nd of the base model Impreza. She loves them because she's not a car person. She just wants to get from A to B comfortably, safely, all that kind of stuff. And the base model Impreza is like one of the best cars to do that here in Utah because it has all-wheel drive, and it's just sad. It's sad that they are going down the we'll call it the Toyota route, where it's like we're gonna extract every last dollar. But
you know, such is life. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, now like the cheapest Subarus like this, which is 30 grand. Used to be able to get those base models were mid-20s. That is a huge price difference. But yeah, this is not going to come with acoustic glass, I would assume, which it doesn't. Cloth seats are nice. The heated seat function is pretty cool. I like having a physical little switch for it. It's kind of nice. And we can actually get up and move now. One downside to the Impreza is obviously the clearance on the front end. This is a sedan, and you've got all that bodywork in the front end that kind of makes it so it hangs down a little bit lower, right? Like, I've never seen an Impreza that hadn't had the bumper pop off at least once because, you know, a person hit like a speed bump too fast or something, so that is something to note. Now, the 2.0 on the Crosstrek feels awful. But in the Impreza, it actually doesn't feel that bad. Because I think it's literally just the fact that this car is a little bit lower to the ground. The engine can just handle everything a little bit better. Now, it's still not nearly the same level as the 2.5, but it's fine for what it is. And at least it's smooth. That's the thing, you know, all these flat 4 cylinders are just smooth. And I do find funny that this car's like in bright blue because this car looks like it'd be fast, and it's like, well, about that. And again, at least it's smooth. But yeah, you definitely have to get into it. And I think Subaru kind of expects that. I think they kind of expect their engines to be ringing out to redline or close to it. Yeah, I mean, this is comfortable. The suspension's comfortable. Like I said, the powertrain delivery is smooth. It's a very nice experience in terms of the drive. Yeah, Subaru does a really good job with their suspension. It's just comfortable. It's not like it doesn't like perfectly isolate you, but it does a pretty good job. It does a pretty good job. Yeah, you know what, these speeds, it doesn't feel bad at all. It's a little bit higher up in the RPMs though. So the Impreza, I like the car a lot. I think this is, I mean, again, you compare this to the Civic and the Corolla, and Civic no all-wheel drive at all. Also there's, you know, the Mazda 3, which you can get those in all-wheel drive now, which is nice. The Corolla, certain packages you can get with all-wheel drive, like the hybrid. But Subaru, it's standard. So that's a big plus. And this handles well too. But yeah, I think getting rid of the base model is a mistake. Right? Maybe it's going to increase corporate profits, or at least they think so. Really what it's going to do is they're just getting rid of customers. Like, I think that's the thing that these automakers need to realize. When you get rid of cars at a particular price point, those people aren't going to go, they're like, oh, well, those people, they'll buy Subaru. Like my sister, she loves Subarus, but you take her to a dealership and you go, hey, you have to buy a Sport now for 30 grand. She's going to go, I'm going to look at a different car. I'm going to at least look at some different options. So Subaru's not going to convince people to buy more people to buy the Sport. They're going to convince people to shop elsewhere. And then when they go and see a Honda Civic for 25 grand, they're going to go, well, I really like all-wheel drive, but for $5,000, probably go and drive the Honda instead. So that's my advice to Greedaroo. Bring the base model back. It's a mistake. The base model Impreza, it might not be the most profitable car on the planet, but every single one that a dealership gets, they sell. Like, they sell. They actually sell. And so just move some metal, keep some people in the Subaru brand, and, you know, maybe one day when my sister's making more money, maybe she'll decide that she wants a, probably not, she doesn't care about cars, but maybe she'll decide that she wants another car. And then because Subaru continually offered her a good product, she'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna go to a Crosstrek now, I'm gonna go to an Outback. But maybe that loyalty will wane because Subaru became Greedaroo. Let me know your thoughts.